So whatever we have discussed so far, let us take a small quiz session where we are going to discuss about our understanding so far. So let us verify our understanding. Okay, in this quiz session, I have drawn two groups, group 16 and group 17, and there are three elements, A, B and C. You can see A and C elements are in group 17 and element B is in group 16. So let us now discuss the questions. Question number 1, is A is a metal? As you see that A is in group 17, the question is, since A is in group 17, is it a metal? Question 2, which is more reactive, C or A? As you see, both A and C are in group 17. Which is more reactive, C or A? Question number 3, which is larger? That means we are talking about atomic radius here, C or B. Between C and B, which is larger? And question number 4, what type of ion, that is anion or cation, that is positive ion or negative ion, what type of ion A will form? So these are the 4 questions. If you can answer these 4 questions, you can also realize that your understanding so far is pretty good. So you can stop the video here and you can answer the questions, write the answers in your answer sheet, in your page, in your book, and then you can verify with my answer. Okay, now I will discuss the answers now. Now A is in group 17 and group 17 is halogens, and we know that halogens are non-metals. Okay, so the question is whether is it a metal or non-metal. A is a halogen, so it is a non-metal. Okay, it is a non-metal, that means it is not a metal and it is halogen. Question number 2, which is more reactive, C or A? Now again you see it is in group 17, and we know that in group 17, that is the group of electronegative elements, as we go down the group the reactivity reduces, which is just opposite to group 1 where reactivity increases. Here in group 17, as we go down the group the reactivity will reduce. So between A and C, which will be more reactive? Definitely A will be more reactive because A is more electronegative. A will have a higher tendency to acquire electrons. C will be less reactive. So answer to question number 2 will be A is more reactive than C because it is in group 17. Actually it should be 17. As we go down the group, reactivity reduces. So in group 17, as we go down the group, reactivity reduces. Now which is larger? Question number 3, which is larger, C or B? Now we are talking about atomic radius, sorry, B and C. Now this is a period. Okay, now in a period, as we move from left to right, the atomic radius reduces because the number of shells remain the same, whereas we are adding one extra proton to the nucleus and one extra electron to the electronic shell, outermost shell. So the tightness, the attraction between opposite charges will increase and atomic radius will reduce. So between B and C, which is larger? Definitely B is larger, C will be smaller. Okay, because C is farther down the period, from farther right to the period. Okay, so let me write the answer here. So now you got the idea. In a period, as we go from left to right, the atomic radius reduces, that means atomic size will reduce. So answer will be B is larger, as we know, in a period. As we move from left to right, atomic radius decreases. Clear? Because electrons are more, nucleus, in the nucleus proton is also more, so attraction is more, the size will compress, size will reduce. The last question, question number 4, what type of ion A will form? Now you see that A is a halogen, and halogen always try to acquire electron, because they have already 7 electrons. It will be easier for them to take one more electron from some source and form a negative ion. So halogens accept electron to form negative ion, we also call anion. So it will form negative ion or anion.